Yo, what is going on, Raiders? The Boss here, and welcome to the episode 4 of
Beat The Bozzz.
We're currently on a win streak of 6 consecutive victories against all previous players. That means the pool of diamonds is currently at 110 for the first player who's able to beat me. However, the fights are getting more and more harder, and already a small mistake can mean that I will lose and that one lucky player will get those diamonds. According to the rules, we'll be bringing with us into round 1 armies consisting of 120, and in round 2 only 100 true camp spaces with us. Additionally to that, we only take 3 barrels to support our troops, and that is definitely not a lot. Alright, let's check out now who we are going to fight against in this episode. Okay, let's hope there won't come a stronghold 10 right now. In the past episode we struggled a lot already with them, and with only 100 troop camp spaces I could lose here for the first time, especially if it is very strong. So the first player is gonna be Angel Eyes with a stronghold 10, the nightmare I was dreaming about one day before we were doing this fight. Alright, but still I have some tricks in the bag to solve that situation. He's also sending us a message: my base is ready to be destroyed, or not. I'm also ready to destroy your base, bro. Alright, now let's pick the second fighter of round 2. Congrats to Jois with the stronghold 9, who has to defend my second assault today. He's saying, let's see if my base is good enough to stand against your attack. If it stands your attack, you can give me the diamonds, otherwise I'll improve the weak areas of my base. Alright, then I better focus in your fight on what you can improve then. For Angel Eyes I'm gonna also use this time the cannoneers, but this time only 30 of them because we can only take 100 troop camp spaces of them into the battle. Furthermore, I'll take 1 berserk and 2 healing barrels with me to perform well. I think without buffs almost no fight would be doable, so we're preparing with Nature's Blessing, the Gorax and the Dwarf Saboteurs for this fight. Seems like we're having plenty of support to have a good fight at Angel Eyes' base. We just need to attack him now.
Beat The Bozzz. Round 1.
Alright, pretty strong base on level 10 with the stronghold, standing far in the base, which is gonna be hard for us to reach it. But on the other hand, no bunker troops, which is gonna make our life a lot easier. So for this base, to get at least 2 stars, we need to make sure that the Cannoneers army makes its way into the center, and that's gonna be the main challenge. However, we experienced already that the Cannoneers die fast, and that's why we're gonna use the Ranger potion to at least bring them closer to it. Also, the timing of the barrels has to be good because we only have so few of them and need to cover like here as many troops as possible. Then we're gonna use our one and only berserk barrel to clear out the bottom of the base faster, followed by the jump spell because everything has to go fast. We don't have a lot of time until we run out of the barrels, and therefore we cannot heal them then anymore. Still, we got the first star here and a decent amount of cannoneers doing damage in the middle of this base, and some of them on the outside. The good thing with the ranger potion is that our troops are not in the range of the towers, which makes the cannoneers in this case extremely efficient. Now we're gonna use another seagull potion and another jump spell to let our troops move further into the middle without taking any further damage. After the second star I could have stopped right now, but I think sometimes it's cool to spam with battle spells, and through that we're able to get some more damage on this base. That's why I'm gonna use another seagull potion and activate the second ranger potion, but I'm confident that it's not gonna be sufficient to 3-star this base due to the lack of barrels. With a couple more of them and this huge amount of buffs, the 3-starring should have been achievable. So we're gonna use one last jump spell to let the cannoneers hop over the walls, and unfortunately the right group comes in the range of the towers, which have no problem taking them out. So we only have one last cannoneer standing who's taking out the dragon tower and then locks onto the gold bunker. With so much time left, he shouldn't have any troubles to take it out, but directly behind him is a crow's nest, which is only waiting to fire some arrows on this poor guy. I think definitely a tough fight here. We made it ourselves a lot easier by spamming those items on the base, but without it, the 86% damage wouldn't have been possible, and as soon he breaks through that wall, the crow's nest might take him out. That's actually the longest part of this video, watching him to move forward. I promise in the next fights I'll just skip that scene, and finally he goes down and we've beaten Angel Eyes with 86% damage, and that means the diamonds increase to 120. Alright, the next fight is against the Stronghold 9 from Jois, and this time I won't spam with buffs, but of course I'm also gonna use some of them in this fight, but I'm not a big fan of using too many of them. To attack Jois we can only bring with us 5 dragons, and we are using for this battle 3 Berserk barrels, so no healing barrel nor a fog barrel, which means we can get some serious problems if our troops die too early. Fortunately, the dragons are extremely tanky and the Stronghold 9 has not so many seeking air mine traps, which are very dangerous for us. So this is our setup, and now it's time for the next round.
Beat the Boss. Round 2.
I think on first view we're definitely lucky that Jois is currently upgrading his sky harpoons. This is helping us extremely in this battle, but that doesn't change the fact that we only got 5 dragons. That means we're going to take down those other 2 sky harpoons directly to get rid of the main threats in his base. To do that we're gonna use the gravity battery to slow down the attacking speed of the towers and deploy our troops at the bottom, supported by the Berserk barrel to make sure that these sky harpoons won't exist anymore in a couple of seconds. I really like this gravity battery because it looks cool how those arrows and harpoons fly through the air in slow motion, and that helps our troops to stay alive to finally take out the sky harpoons. Then we're gonna use another Berserk barrel because the Stronghold and the Cloud Bunker will take some time to be burned down, and in the meantime the towers can shoot at them, so the faster those buildings are going down, the better for us. So far so good, things look pretty good right now. We lost so far only 2 dragons, but we're still having only 40% damage done, which means that our dragons might need some further support through another gravity battery. Currently our bigger group of dragons are in a spot where a lot of towers are, and since the effect of our last Berserk barrel expired already, we're using our last one to take this annihilator with us. Obviously we lost almost half of our troops and the remaining ones are not having a lot of health left. So if we're gonna win this fight, it's gonna be a very close one. The dragons on the top left takes up a lot of time to destroy that Cloud Bunker, which is gonna give the Crossness plenty of time to shoot at him. So I think he's gonna go down soon, and then we only got those 2 other dragons left which are at the brink of death. Unfortunately there are so many buildings between the dragons and the crow's nests right now, which means that it'll take some time again to get to it. And then there is also another cannoneer fort which is most likely gonna take out at least one of them. But then again, at least Nature's Blessing was doing a good job to regenerate some health of them, which might pay out in the end of this fight. And there goes one more dragon, and we only got 1 dragon to do 10% more damage with a health bar smaller than the number of the countdown, which says that we only got less than 40 seconds left to complete this fight. He's doing a pretty good job taking out that crow's nest, but we got on the other side of the base still some more towers left, and then he triggers another air mine, fortunately not a seeking air mine, otherwise he would be dead. And he's making his way over to the other side, and perfect for us would have been if he would have locked on to that cannoneer fort, but he's going first for the barrel brewery and then for the cannon, so the cannoneer fort still got some time to shoot at the dragon, but it's too weak to take it out, which means we have won this fight with only 3 seconds left until the fight would have been over. Definitely one of the closest fight I had in a while. I wouldn't have been happy about only 2 stars after this exciting end. Overall another victory, and the pool of diamonds will rise again. Alright, we had a very tough fight this time, but still nobody won against me. That's why the first one will get now 130 diamonds. Neither Angel Eyes nor Jois had a chance, but things are getting serious right now. I don't know how I can guarantee another victory in the next episode, where we are gonna take even less troops with us into the battle. So I hope you've enjoyed it. This is it from me. Have a great raid. Peace out.